Hey guys, so we're going to start off using Redken Flash Lift and 20 volume. We are starting off by doing this V parting in the back, and then we're going to do a weave, and I tease it a little bit, put the foil underneath, and then we're just going to saturate this section just to have it look very softly blended. And you just really need to make sure to get it in there. You'll see that I go over this section like so many times just so that she has no, and everything is nice and even. And here I'm just using my Framar brush just to really get in there. I love these brushes because they have really soft bristles, but you can really get deep in there and make sure everything's fully saturated. And here I just kind of do like this upward motion just to make sure to blend and make sure there's no harsh lines. I blend into the teasing part but not directly over it, just because if you do that, when you go to brush it out, you're going to see some spotting, and obviously that's not what we want. We want it to be very seamless and soft looking. So here's a better look of how I weave it. Here I'm doing like kind of a thicker weave just because she has like a lot of like the chunky pieces down here, and we really need to get rid of that. We're doing some teasing, and then you can see that she has like that warm band, so later on we're gonna go back in there and make sure to tone everything nice and even. So here I just lifted the foil. I don't know if you caught that, but I do that to make sure that everything is nice and blended on both sides and it's fully saturated. If you see any spots on the bottom, you want to make sure to keep saturating. So here I am parting the hair into a bricklay pattern. So I did a V going down the bottom, and then another parting straight across, and I'm not doing baby lights exactly right now. I'm doing kind of a thicker weave just to kind of get most of that black out. You'll see that I'll kind of go over where the blonde is, but I'll also grab some of the black pieces just to create dimension in the end result. And once we get to the top, we're just going to start focusing on the baby lights. So here I just tease it again and then do the same thing. I just fully saturate everything. Sometimes I do this little trick where I use my comb to kind of anchor the hair that you teased upwards, because sometimes, like, you know, the little hairs can kind of go down and just intrude in your foiling. So yeah, here you can see it slipped. I decided to leave that in there because, you know, that happens, but it does kind of help because now the hairs are kind of trained to go upward. So yeah, just a little tip. So I also do this little tip where I kind of like slide the foil down, and I use I use the palm of my hand as like support, and just really dig my brush in there because I do grab you know, thicker sections, so I do want to make sure every piece of hair is fully saturated. Okay, so once I get to about here, I'm going to part the hair down the middle, and I'm going to continue the bricklay pattern, but I'm going to do it in a much smaller form. So you'll see here, it's down the middle, and then I'm parting it, clipping half of it up, and then working on this section and doing kind of a V parting again off of that, kind of like we did on the bottom of the, like at the nape of the head, and clipping the top up. And then you'll see here that I'm going to start baby lighting. So I weave much smaller, and then I'm also going to back comb this section and just fully saturate and then blend upwards with my Framar brush just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. And you can see here that we are grabbing much thinner sections just to make sure that everything is nice and saturated, like I said like a billion times already in this video, but I just want to like put emphasis on that. If you don't fully saturate anything, then you're gonna have spotting and tighter spots, and that's not cute. And then I do lift it up again just to make sure that everything is, you know, fully saturated. It takes me forever to do one foil because I'm always making sure, you know, very important. And then I again just blend upwards, and I know someone might ask why I'm overlapping lightener on over previous lightened pieces, but that is because we do want to get them lighter than what they are right now, and her hair is pretty healthy, so I'm not worried about that at all. We are also using Olaplex, which is very important. You want to make sure to use Olaplex when doing service like this because you don't want to damage the hair, especially from going black. I recommend this treatment to all of my clients because you don't want to walk around with damaged hair. Yes, your hair might be blonde in your desired look, but if it's damaged, then what's the point, right? It's not going to look as beautiful and shiny as it would. You did use the Olaplex. Okay, now that we're done with that one section, we're going to go on to the other section and just pretty much follow the same thing. So you're going to be left with like this W pattern. It looks pretty cool actually. I'm kind of in love with it just because like they're such clean partings. But yeah, we're just going to continue and do the same thing on this side. So I just wanted to fast forward over this part a little bit because first of all you can't really see it too much, and it's the same exact thing as I did on the other side. And we're just going to follow the same brickway pattern, so we're just going to do a straight across section, pin the rest up, and then going to do the baby lights. So when the sections start to become more narrow, I just start grabbing straight across sections. So the next two sections are going to be just very, very, very fine baby lights. And then I'm just going to tease that and then do the same thing, just, you know, blend it upwards to ensure that the blend is there. Blending is key. Moving along to the side of the head, I'm doing the same thing, grabbing straight across sections, and I'm just going to do fine baby lights and make sure everything's fully saturated. And I just work up in a straight line all the way up to the top. Depending on the way that they part their hair, I go based off of that. And here the comb was frustrating me, so I switched over to a clip, which is also a great tip. If the comb keeps sliding out, using one of these clips is actually, honestly, I find that it works best.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading.
So moving along to the money piece, I just grabbed, honestly, I grabbed a bigger section than I normally do, just because I know that she has like really thick hair and she has like a lot of bangage area. So this is gonna look amazing. And we just did very fine baby lights on this part, just because you want to add some dimension. You don't want it to just be like one flat color unless she's going really, really blonde. But this is just a session to get to the very, very blonde that she wants to get to eventually. And I'm doing 2 back-to-back foils here, so here you can see how I'm doing the very, very fine baby lights, and again teasing it a little bit and then going in and saturating. And I forgot to film the beginning of this side, but it's pretty much the same thing, just moving upwards in straight lines, and I did leave some piece out in the front for the money piece. So unfortunately I forgot to film the part where I did her root smudge and toner, but I used Redken Shades EQ 6T and 6NB on her roots, and then on her ends I used Redken Shades EQ as well, but I used 9P, 8V, and 7P, and I am so obsessed with this result. Can you guys just take a second to admire the blend? So I'm using my Babylighted 1 1/4 inch curler just to give her some soft beachy waves, and this is how I curl hair, so I don't know if this is gonna help you guys, but yeah.
Till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
So my camera died, but I just wanted to show you guys a quick little video of the processing picture, or the processing video, I guess. And now back to the styling. This is the end result. She loved it. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.